Hey yogis, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to be doing a self-love flow. So think about self-love affirmations. We're going to be enjoying a little bit of movement, both seated and some longer holds. And then I'm going to be reading a poem at the end. So make sure you've got a couple of pillows and I can't wait to start. So make sure you've got some space around you on your yoga mat. Maybe you're going to lock the door, but when you're ready, let's go. So I'm starting with just layering my pillows on top of each other, and I'm sitting down in a position that feels comfy for me. So anything that feels good for you as I find length in the spine. Softly close the eyes, bringing my head a little bit back in space with a level chin. Shoulders roll back and down as I take a deep breath in and a big sigh out. Placing the left hand on my heart, right hand on my belly. We're going to take 3 breaths here, breathing in through the nose, a big sigh out through the mouth. So when you're ready, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. With the eyes still closed and the hands in the same placement, I'm going to list 3 of my affirmations today. You can choose to repeat these in your mind or aloud, or perhaps come up with your own. I am enough. I am loved. I love myself. I breathe in love, and I breathe out love. Releasing the hands down, keeping the eyes closed, beginning to cat and cow. So inhale, we're pulling the chest through, maybe bringing the hands behind. Exhale, rounding, making yourself as small as possible, bringing chin to chest. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. And as we do these movements with the eyes closed, we can really notice where it feels good and delicious to move in our body. So once you find those sweet spots, maybe you want to linger. Maybe there's other movements you feel like you want to take. So maybe there's a fold over one knee, maybe a slight twist, maybe even a side stretch. You might change the arm movements to cactus arms. But playing around to find what feels so good in your body. Knowing that everyone is unique here, whether you want to hold poses, whether you want to keep flowing and moving. But really taking these next few breaths to enjoy how the spine feels and the sensations you're creating in your body. Last breath. And then beginning to circle the torso. So bring the chest forward, sides, back, around. Change directions. Back to the center, circling the middle of your spine, as if you're hula hooping. Change directions. Again, back to center, take some big shoulder rolls. And back to center, drop it right ear to right shoulder. Reach the left arm away. Maybe the palm facing back towards you. Maybe right hand gently pressing the head down just a tiny bit. Inhale, back to center, left ear to left shoulder, right arm extends. Again, palm perhaps facing back towards you. Maybe gently resting left hand on the head. Head back to center, blinking the eyelids open. Interlace the hands behind the back. Open the chest, maybe chin up to sky. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring the interlace of the hands to the side of the waist or maybe towards the hip. Again, drop right ear to right shoulder. Left ear rolls back and down. Inhale back to center, extend the arms back again, interlacing. Left ear to left shoulder as we interlace the hands behind the right waist now, or right hip. Right shoulder drops down. Inhale, the head comes back to center, release the hands behind, take some shoulder rolls. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, right hand behind, left hand to thigh. So we're now going into our twist, taking some cat and cow. Inhale, pull the chest through. Exhale, round. So this might be a tiny movement as we're arching and rounding. And then finding that sense of stillness as eyes flick to the right and we twist a tiny bit more. Keep the left hand on the thigh as right arm reaches up and over for a side stretch. Breathe into the right side. Exhale, circle the right arm down. Release the left hand down, other side. Inhale, circle arms up. Exhale to the left behind, right hand to thigh. Cat and cow, inhale and exhale to arch and round. Finding that center point in the twist as we look to the left and maybe twist a tiny bit more. Keeping right hand now on the knee or the thigh, left arm reaches up and over for a side stretch. Inhale into the left lung. When you're ready, inhale, circle the left arm down, release the right hand down. If you're crossing the legs, change the cross of the legs. Inhale, circle arms up, look up. Exhale, palms face out, circle back down. Twice more, inhale up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale up. Exhale down. Interlace the fingers in front and press the palms away. Bring chin to chest. Release the hands down. Again, another little shoulder roll here. Good. And then we're going to take some longer holds now. So we're going to come into a seated forward fold. So this is where you want your cushions. And I do not care if you are pancaking in your forward fold or you're leaning against a wall. You're finding a position that works for you. So I really like to have a pillow underneath my knees and maybe one underneath my hips. Other people would prefer not to use pillows at all and maybe sit against a wall. So what I want you to think here is legs are extended in front, and for this one, feet can do whatever they want. We're not going for our full range of motion today. We're going to inhale the arms to reach up to the sky. Exhale to fold. And maybe you're going to frame the legs. Maybe you're using peace fingers to grab the big toes, ankles, or maybe you're reaching for the back of the feet. But what I don't want you to do here is round so much that you're having to really find it awkward and strenuous and just not that nice. So you're finding kind of that halfway point. So today, I'm framing the legs. I want you to think about pulling chest through. So breathe in, pull the chest towards the feet. Exhale, maybe you can fold a tiny bit more. And when I say fold, we're still trying to keep a bit of length in the spine and hinging from the hips, sticking the hips out behind. Again, inhale to lift through. Exhale to fold. Maybe that's a millimeter. One more time, inhale to lift. Exhale to fold. And then this is where you might relax the hands down. You might change the hand position. And if you've got that length in the spine, maybe you're even dropping the chin. And we're just going to spend a few breaths here. And we're not trying to create a noise with the exhale. We're using the capacity in our lungs to move the breath, the diaphragm, rather than restricting the throat. The facial muscles feel soft as we remind ourselves, I am enough. I am loved. I love myself. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. Now I want you to round as much as you can, chin to chest. Roll all the way up to seated. Bring the hands behind. And then lift the hips up for a little stretch here. You can have a bend in the knees. And lower them back down. Moving the props to just one side for a second. We're going to come into a butterfly. So again, you can be sitting against the wall. For me, this time I am going to go against the wall. And this just stops me from rounding too much. And today, I'm not saying rounding is bad, but I'm just saying for this activity, I would prefer to have a straighter spine. The soles of the feet together. So maybe you're bringing a pillow either side of the knees. The closer the feet to the groin, the more intense the stretch will be. So adjust accordingly. Notice if one side looks or feels different compared to the other. And if you're against the wall, bring the back of the head to the wall. Shoulders relaxing down. You can also place the hands underneath the feet and pull the chest through. So you choose what one you prefer, whether you want more energy, keeping it active, or more of a restorative option for more passive. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. Just slowing the breath down, maybe closing the eyes. And when we're in this self-love flow, I want you to think of how you see yourself. So do you often feel frustrated or annoyed, or even comparing yourself to other people, especially in a yoga class? When the practice is actually about what happens inside of us. Our mindset, how we feel, the fact that we have actually got onto our yoga mat today, and how we treat ourselves. Often we can be our harshest critic. And when we speak unkindly to ourselves, what does that really achieve and what does it do? I always say that our imagination becomes reality. For example, when we're doing a power, flow, or a weight-based class, I ask you to imagine weights or more resistance, and your brain can imagine it. So, if your brain can imagine those things, just thinking about them, this is such a powerful tool, which we can use negatively or positively. So when we say not very nice things to ourselves, those things can become real, they can feel real, when in fact they're not. So how can you reframe your thoughts? How can you switch your mindset to feel more positive? Could be, I feel so tired or exhausted. And you turn up to this class. Maybe you change those words to, I am resting. I'm recharging. I'm showing my body and my mind love and care. I am enough. I am loved. I love myself. I breathe in love and I breathe out love. When you're ready, using your hands to guide your knees back in, walking the soles of the feet out, hands just by your side or behind you, dropping the knees side to side. If you're against the wall, we're going to scooch away from the wall a bit and continue the windscreen wiping movement of knees side to side. You're going to drop the knees to the left, place the left ankle on top of the right knee and push it down. Release the foot down, keeping the hands behind, or you can bring them with you. We're going to lift the hips up, press them up, and lower back down. Other side, drop the right hand down. We're going to bring the right foot on top of the left knee. Keep the left hip down. Then release the foot, lift the hips up again. Hand can be down or up. Lower down, other side again. So drop the knees to the left, lift the hips up. Left hand stays down, right hand reaches up and over. And switch. Circle right hand down. Lift the hips up, left arm up and over. And lower down. And again, knees side to side. One more time. Perfect. We're going to take one more movement before we head into our Shavasana today. So, happy baby. You can classically do this on your back. Coming to lie down, grabbing the back of the thighs, the ankles, calves, or the feet. If you like to rock and roll here, perhaps you're going to sway side to side, enjoying a bit of inner child release. Or, if you prefer, today the option is to come against the wall, shimmy the hips as close as you can, and then we're coming into a happy baby, where the soles of the feet are against the wall and the knees are out to the side. Using your hands to either open the knees or gently rest them on the thighs, kneecaps. So you choose what you prefer. We're going to be here a little while, so not too long. Set yourself up, knowing that you can make adjustments. You're not stuck in a position. We're not doing a boot camp. I always say that this is your practice, because it really is. As a teacher, I'm simply here to give you suggestions, to give you some ideas. But as always, you know your body better than anybody else. When the mind becomes busy, bring it back to the breath, to sensations, feelings in the body, to our affirmations. I am enough. I am loved. I love myself. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. Releasing the space between the eyebrows, softening the jaw. And then when you're ready, we're going to take one final breath here. And then slowly making your way out, coming into your Shavasana position. So, classically, Shavasana is lying on your back in a comfortable position. Today, I'm going to be seated. So, any position that works for you, where you can relax and restore. I'm grabbing my props and placing them underneath me. And as you settle into your comfortable position, relaxing the shoulders back down, closing the eyes, and take a deep breath in and out. And whilst we're here, I'm going to read a poem by Donna Ashworth in her book, I Wish I Knew. The poem is called, I Wonder If You Know. I wonder if you know the work your body has done today, and every day, how much disease it has fought off, how many times it could have failed but battled on, how many ways it could have broken but did not. I wonder if you know the work your body has done today, and every day, and each day it has done this amazing job, without your help, without your approval, your acceptance, your kindness. Each day it has soldiered on, regardless of the constant stream of negativity pulsing its way from your brain to your cells. Not good enough, not attractive enough, not the right shape. Perhaps it's time to see your body for what it truly is. A mind-blowingly competent machine, a vessel to get your soul to where it needs to be in this life, to let you live. I wonder if you know how much better you would be as a team. I wonder. Again, bringing to mind our affirmations for the final time. I am enough. I am loved. I love myself. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. With the eyes still closed, coming up to a seated position, with the hands in prayer, bringing the thumbs between your eyebrows. Breathing in love, breathing out love. I am love. Bowing to one another as a sign of love and gratitude. As always, thank you so much for joining me. I've really enjoyed this self-love flow and I hope you have too. Take care and I hope to see you again on your mat soon.